The Bulldogs of Andalusia come into Sylacauga and rout the Aggies 42-7 in a defensive TKO and an offensive explosion. James Verrett along with Rick Rose. And Rick, what we saw from Andalusia was something that was surprising and very efficient offensively and defensively.
You know, I don't think you're ever surprised that somebody wins a playoff game because they're obviously all good teams, but the magnitude of the score and the performance by Andalusia was really, really something as we look right here. And you know, the game is going to start out a little bit inauspiciously, but Sylacauga is never able to get into rhythm. This is one of the biggest plays of the night that they had, and you can see it's a tip ball that is handled. Of course, the great running back for Sylacauga never really got untracked. A couple of big runs, and this is where the game started to turn offensively. The deep ball, the post route, that's going to set up the first score right here, which will put Andalusia on the board. Now, this is after Sylacauga had the ball almost the entire first half, and that relentless Andalusia defense will put pressure on Edwards all night. This was a big play for Sylacauga, a muff punt. But again, on fourth down, the Andalusia defense will stiffen, and they'll go right back to work. And now that bruising running game starts to take hold. And, of course, when you got to overplay the run, it sets up that pass, and this one goes to the house. And really, Andalusia never looked back after that. It was all Andalusia at halftime. You wanted to see what would happen to start the second half. Didn't take long to find out. Andalusia came out again, and this is the first score of the second half. Really another example of how good that Andalusia running game was the entire ball game. We'll move right here. And Andalusia was able to come up with a play when they needed to on third down. This is a little screen that sets up yet another score, and the route is on. And just a dominating performance. Sylacauga tried to answer, but every time they looked like they had something going, why, Andalusia would have the answer. And you can see just really an exceptional night for the boys in white, with yet another deep ball that's going to go for a score. That will set up a score. Good tough running inside right here. The ball is stripped, and this was a bright spot for Sylacauga, but really it was just too little, too late, as Andalusia will come right back and add another score. And then one more after this, right up the shot. And it was an Andalusia Bulldog night.
And we had a chance to talk to head coach Trent Taylor, victorious for win 251. Congratulations on the win and your rushing attack. You said it was stubborn, but, man, you have more running backs than you can shake a stick at.
Well, we're really proud of Amari and the game he had tonight. And, you know, Jamari's kind of been a staple for us all year as a 10th grader. And, you know, he kind of had the fumble there and was down on himself, so we let Amari get in, and he's a special kid as well.
Coach, talk about your defense. They pitched a TKO shutout. What did you say to inspire your defense today?
Well, you know, I have to give all the credit for that to Coach Williamson and the defensive staff. I mean, they had a great prep, started Sunday afternoon, and really executed. You know, that's a tremendous running back for Sylacauga, and so I don't know what he had tonight, but to hold him for, you know, keep him out of the end zone is a big deal, to be honest with you.
Coach, I know how important football is in Andalusia. Just a little bit about you know, what this means to your team and the community.
Well, you know, obviously to have the opportunity to play at home now next week will be big. You know, our community, we do a little pep rally on Thursday nights. We had a great turnout. We knew with the distance the crowd would be slim, you know, tonight because it was so far. But there'll be some excited folks in Andalusia as soon as we get things going next week, I promise you.
We saw where Demopolis was up 28-0 on BC Rain. That may be a final. I don't know. How much do you know about Demopolis?
Really don't know a whole lot. You know, I know Coach Seymour very well. As a matter of fact, he was head coach at Andalusia for about 7 years, and so, you know, very familiar with him, and does a great job. His defense is always really good. Andalusia has played Demopolis before, unlike Sylacauga, who we'd never played, but, you know, they growing big over there, so it'll be tough.
All right, Coach, thank you so very much. Congratulations. Win number 251, and stay stubborn, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you, James.
And the Dogs move on 42-7, and they'll face Demopolis in the next round as Sylacauga's season comes to an end at home.